Good evening, Professor Saligram. Sir, we are having an interview at Shimla at your residence. Uh, so this is about Shimla. Whenever in Indian Institute of Advanced Study they speak about Shimla, there is this gloriously narration that this is a Dev Bhumi. Very happily, with so much of happiness, they say that this is a Dev Bhumi, great Bhumi. These are. So they say every mountain has its own temple, and and this temples controls the villages. Every village is controlled by a temple. So in one of our videos, you were speaking about temples were central to reinforcing untouchability practices and the priest in the temple. And there is also a culture of Dalits are enforced to drum for festivals, and they were forced to drum. And there were newses where in the last time that Dalits opposed, they won't beat the drum so for that the caste Hindus attacked them. They said you have to. So such things are there. So would you, as a lay person, could you explain me to the audience also how?
Yes, I will be happy to explain it because I have been grown up in this culture, and there are about 18,000, more than 18,000 villages in Himachal Pradesh, and almost every village have their temple and deities, which control our movements and our development, our enjoyment, our celebrations, festivals, and many of a time and mostly these deities give instructions, do's and don'ts, like in disease, what to do. First answer to combat the disease comes from these deities.
So deity, is it a return script is there, or who gives this deity? There is a
No,
statue.
there is that is a statue, but there is a local person, and he is supposed that the deity enter in
Oh.
that person, and that person speak on behalf of that deity and give sort of judgments to the community. Even these deities sometime gives this orders for even for the voting also, whose favor it has to be voted. And these all good things and or so-called the unity of the village is maintained by these deities. And but I am astonished since when I am noting that deities are silent on the issues of untouchability, caste, and they do not talk anything about that. There is no change. Otherwise, they act as a judge for the village, as a doctor for the village, as a direction giver for the village, and forecast welfare and the prosperity and the worth which may come on the village. All those issues are addressed by these deities at the time of festival, annually and periodically.
So this deities, can Dalits become a deity?
There are hierarchy in Himachal Pradesh, even in the deities. The one big deity which cover more than many villages, and then there are separate small deities where scheduled caste can satisfy their rituals so that they become pujari there in their own temple, and these deity are subordinate of the higher caste big deity. There is a subordination in deity system also.
So this deity cannot enter the other temple.
No, they when there is a big festival, this deity will go as a slave and they will salute in that fashion, and then this ceremony will this all drums and other things, and the low profile jobs will be done by the steward castes.
So the caste system in it is reinforced the education system and the 20th century, 21st century education and the democracy, Indian democracy. Does it have any impact there?
Unfortunately, at the local level, at village level, there is no difference. Even today, being a doctor, nobody will allow me or encourage me to enter in the temple of my local deity, which belongs to higher caste. And I can do all rituals at my own small deity, local deity, skewed caste deity. I can do all rituals there, And at the then I have, if I have to do rituals of the bigger deity, then it I have to invite higher caste people, Brahmins, to do that rituals for me, and that is more costly.
But can they enter into the local deity, our Dalit deities?
Ah, they will enter without any problem, because it is just a subordinate, as the scheduled caste are subordinate or some lower people in the village. Similarly, our deity is small, and even the temples are small.
Okay. So I will put this way: in these villages, the rule of law, the Indian Constitution, does that have any value there, or the deities have power, or
The it has never come in that way. The constitution is there, and the rules and the regulations or the law is there, but it has never been amended to that extent that the deity and the local people follow that. It is only in those temples which have been taken by the government, as I have seen in our district Kangra when I served there. There are temples which are under the control of government. There is no untouchability. That is very good. But those who are not under the control of the government, the local people have their own cultural system, and they practice that only.
so one of the suggestions would be that government taking over the temples would be the best idea.
That is the best. And second is that at least government officials can put the boards on all
Okay.
temples, that temples are open for all castes, and caste discrimination is a crime in this campus, so that aware people come forward and can live the life of equality. And this discrimination is a big mental trauma for generation together.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.